Morning, Mike. Hopefully you're doing well. Good morning, everybody else. We'll see you about to have another trading session here. Semis are pumping. I'm still long SOXL from yesterday, guys. So nice to see MRVL popping up the tape here. You also got names like Moderna just absolutely going crazy. It's flying to the high side today. That's kind of probably the biggest move of the day. Off of a cancer announcement, stock is just pumping here. 100% basically up. So we'll see how that one shakes up. All right, guys, I am going to put a break-even stop loss on my SOXL from yesterday. So I'm still long with a break-even here. We are seeing a little bit of a dip back down. Sorry to hear that. We'll see if these semis can still hold their structure and gains. Small little pullback to start the session. Marvell and Google announcing a partnership. Google's actually soft right now, coming in slightly. SPY is still maintaining positive structure. Let's just look at this SOXX chart. Yeah, so SOXX, guys, is sitting right on the critical support level here. This is the volume shelf, so big bullish level. 534.30 is your critical mass level. It's a big level. Solar stocks are seeing a little bit of a bid today. RIVN's trying to push up slightly. Marvell seeing a little bit of rejection off a daily chart level. Crude oil right now is back to the green side. Trying to push higher here. I think SOXX is going to probably push to the top of this trend line. So we're looking at 539 area on SOXX, I think. I think SPY should make its work itself to the gap fill. You got the conditions for the market to to trend here. Bitcoin back above 65K, that's also shaking and moving. I would definitely your US dollar is absolutely cratering here, guys. Cratering. Here we go. SOXL starting to push, guys. Nice push in the semis, guys. Let's get paid. Marvell new high a day. Things are looking crazy strong and bullish. Market's getting a pretty terrific pump. All sectors are really strong this morning. IGV starting to firm up. SPY seeing a little bit of rejection here. Interesting to see Google really struggling off that Marvell deal announcement. Google is getting hammered to the downside, down 0.9%. Meta is also getting clobbered it down 0.9%. Tesla's moving higher. SpaceX struggling. Micron strengths. AMD struggling. How is Broadcom doing? AVGO. Yeah, AVGO is getting hit here. It's down 2.7%. So it's kind of diverging in a big way from the semis. Market participants aren't really liking those announcements. Your US dollar is still ultra weak. Breaking structure pretty hard here. Nothing wrong with the S&P 500. SOXX though is coming in. SOXX is coming in. Uh-oh. SOXX is being drained here. SOXX coming in. Semis are struggling. I got stopped out of my semis. Break even. SOXL. Break even stop tagged on SOXL. Because I'm gonna try taking Broadcom AVGO call options. So that's a pretty big rejection on SOX, guys. Really nasty price action thus far. Coming back into that 20-day moving average, looking to take out yesterday's low. That is a hard gap and crack down. Very hard. Watching this trend line on Broadcom. AVGO, I'm still looking at probably the 380 volumes calls are trying to come in here on Broadcom. All right, guys, I am looking at jumping into some Broadcom calls August 21st, so Friday. SOX is drilling though. Wow. Lots of sell side pressure all of a sudden hitting the tape. All right, guys, I'm looking at Broadcom 370 call. 370 call. Look at Moderna, just going crazy. mRNA is a beast. Wow, Broadcom's continuing to get liquidated here. This thing's nasty, down 4.3%. See what we can do here with Broadcom. SOXX is still negative on the session. Nvidia's negative. Qs are flat. SPY is still green. IWM's ripping. It's defending its pre-market low, so I'm gonna go long SOXL 125.89. So we're long Broadcom, long SOXL, buying the dip in this tape. SPY's getting a really big push back up. SPY's still acting pretty well here. Broadcom's still struggling. Nice little uptick starting, guys. Your S&P 500 is still showing some strength. Nice push up on Rivian today. That's acting well. Just gonna grab some more coffee, guys. Let's grab some more coffee. No, that thing, a big gap up. Remember, you had a big announcement with Marvell. It's kind of shaking up the industry a little bit. Marvell's pumping. It's not lifting the whole complex. You had AVGO Broadcom. That was already weak in the pre-market, which is a pretty big weighting, and it's more the institutional trading semiconductor play. So, yeah, SOXL definitely still in this distributed environment. I still think it's an interesting area down here. That's an aggressive area, but I still like the area on stocks. What I want to see is a retest of that 534 area. That's where stocks needs to get back above. Yeah. 534.30. If it can get back above that, we're gonna have a big squeeze. But obviously it's still pretty weak. Stocks is still struggling here. Broadcom struggling. You're gonna short IWM? Yeah, it's probably the case. Looking at taking a loss on these Broadcoms. Fucking bastards. Didn't bounce it here. For sure. Thought we would get a little mini bounce back to the 200-day, but they're starting to do a big pierce of this technical spot. Stocks is just drilling here. SPY's getting hammered. Yep. You bet on an FOMC move? Oh shit. Really? Holy, look at stocks going. Drilling. She drilling. Marvell's still up huge on the session, but you got Micron, AMD, Nvidia all being drained here. That's a nasty decline. Looks like we might try to sweep this liquidity down here and potentially even go for gap fill in stocks. That is a really, really nasty breakdown. Struggling immensely. Sheesh. S&P 500 still trying to hold the gap up, but semis once more. Gap filler on SOXX will be 115. Interesting. Software, certain software components are acting very well. IGV is fairly muted, but GoDaddy, CRM, ServiceNow, all pumping and jumping this morning. SOXX is just getting crushed. That's one filthy gap and crack. SOXX is now looking fucked. So it looks like we're going to try to sweep this hourly reversal candle on SOXX. The gap fill would be crazy. But SPY's starting to see some additional sell side pressure. This is a straight sell program. Let me just grab some more coffee, guys. SPY still acting somewhat firm here. It's seeing a bit of reversal. We'll see if these semis can start to gain some traction. Your US dollars is getting absolutely hammered. Totally liquidated. So SPY still holding steady. It's up 0.24%. You got the IWM holding up 0.64. SOX is down 2%, which is really interesting considering it started up one of the stronger indices. You got Nvidia down 0.6, Google down 0.5%, Apple up 1.5%, another flight to safety trade. Microsoft is flat to negative, Amazon's flat to green, Meta up 0.3, Tesla just slightly green up 0.2. SpaceX getting hammered today, that's down 3.3, the worst performing mag. Micron down 2, AMD down 3.6, Intel down 4. Yeah, nasty price action. These semis really gave it up. Are you betting for the gap fill, Cabin? Gap fill? That would be nuts. Where's that US dollar wanting to go? Ah. SPY is still acting well. Holding steady. Holding steady. So I'm still remaining long, guys. When we look at what SPY is doing here, it's bullish. I mean, look at that candle. That's a fat fucking candle. That's crazy. SKHY is weird. The Kospi is down today, but Sky is up. Yeah, that is interesting. Interesting for sure. SPY once again is still holding steady. Mhm. Lots of green out there. Obviously, if semiconductors can firm up, guys, this market can really shoot higher. Names like Rivian acting well, the metals are acting well, solar stocks are trying, certain software stocks are still pumping here. You got healthcare ripping, financials are acting okay. Uranium today is up 1.86%, so you're starting to see some flow coming into the nuclear stocks again. Wow, big day for Tempest AI. What happened to TEM? Sheesh. Gapping up there. Hmm, interesting. Look at that Moderna. That thing is still a monster. Holy moly, up 117% on Moderna. That's freaking wild. SOXX is still seeing some distribution signals up here, guys. Nvidia, Google still struggling. Micron's, AMD's, Intel still struggling. Nastiness. Fucking Broadcom. I'm still holding my Broadcom and SOXL position. I think SPY and Qs can firm back up again. QQQ and SPY just look absolutely so different right now. But Qs are sitting on that 50-day, just above the 50-day moving average. So there is a decent support level here for the Qs. But totally different looking charts. It's wild. Wild stuff. Alright. That was fucking XLE. That's a shit fucking position. Starting to see a little bit of sell side pressure. You still have the US dollar absolutely getting obliterated. Weak. Strong day for Netflix today. MRVL starting to see some distribution. Come on, Broadcom. Save my ass. Save my ass with my 370 calls. Look at Moderna. Busting through. That's wild. Look at that candle. It's fucking insane. It was cancer news. Moderna had cancer news. Something along the lines of a cancer treatment, or I didn't really fully read it. I mean, I missed the move. Something about a cancer. What is it? Vaccine? Oh, melanoma. Yeah, melanoma. So shares in Moderna have nearly doubled in value on news that an experimental mRNA-based vaccine it developed together with Merck succeeded in preventing cancer from coming back or spreading in a study of high-risk melanoma patient. The success paves the way for potentially new life-extending treatment for thousands of people diagnosed with deadly skin cancer each year. So that's a cancer candle. Moderna shares jump over 90% after vaccine shows positive phase 3 trials. Yeah. You know, Moderna's been such a dead stock that they had to do something for it. But like, imagine taking calls. Like, I wonder if there was any unusual volume yesterday on that. But fuck me, man. That if you swung calls a lotto, like I don't even know what those would have been worth, but it would have been monster, monster. I mean, I'm jealous. I wish I knew about it, but I didn't. You guys didn't tell me the insider news. Disappointed. Semis are fucking getting liquidated still. It's brutal sell side pressure coming into that sweep zone of that major pivot zone. This is a big hourly reversal candle, so I am expecting somewhat of a sweep and pierce and then a reversal off that area, but shit, it's nasty. Absolutely nasty. Yeah, FOMC de-risking for sure. It's crazy. SPY is still remarkably holding quite steady here. She holding. But this is why, you know what? At some point, these semis are going to try to reverse. And SPY, remarkably, is still holding green, getting accumulation here while SOXX is just melting. Very weird. IGB is also melting down here. Here comes the piercing and sweep of that major pivot. It's an hourly piercing zone. There's the sweep. Might jump into some QQQ calls, some lottos. Coming into the 50-day moving average. Fuck it, I'm not gonna jump into queues. I'll stay away. Fuck, my AVGO calls kicked my ass. SOXX 115 coming, it could. Very well could. Broadcom. Come on, SOXX. SPY still trying to defend that opening range low. Anyone shorting Moderna? Yeah, Nebius down. So we're sweeping that liquidity so far, guys. Trying to. SPY's still showing some accumulation signals, but not really the strongest. Nice push off that area so far. SPY's getting a big buy program. Your US dollar's continuing to melt. H. XLE fucking worked. Your S&P 500 is still trying to press higher. Still inside of its opening range, but above prior day high. So that's a positive sign for the S&Ps. Again, these semis are still super weak. Nice day for Uber. It's trying to push. I think we're gonna go. I mean, there's obviously a chance, but I think SOXX is gonna stop here for the day. I had it priced in around 513 on SOXX, but this is a pretty big area. I feel like they'll defend us here and then maybe gap us down if they want to get to the gap, but big spot here. This could be one massive inverted head and shoulders on the SOX hourly. Looks really wonky, but could be there. Oh, these fucking things. Shit. Semis are fucking garbage. Man. Yeah, mRNA is crazy. Curing melanoma or finding a treatment, positive phase 3. I mean, this is getting a little ridiculous. I'm debating on maybe by the close. If it stays strong all day, like if they just keep squeezing it all day, which they could, I'm going to probably take some lotto puts end of the day. Like it's super tempting. I mean, 158%, there's going to be some profit taking. Right now, it's just a pure short squeeze. If it gets up there, guys, I'm going to maybe short this high pivot. This 170 high pivot. Put an alert there. That's crazy. They cause, yeah, exactly. They do cause cancer. They create the cancer and then they try to sell you the Band-Aid solution. That is awesome. All right, SPY's still trying to defend that prior day high. Dollar's still looking weak. Market's just trying to burn some premium here. SOXX is still trying to bounce off of that liquidity sweep zone. Nice bounce on SOXX, guys. Really strong bounce. Possible reversal candle starting. It's on your SOXX. Yeah, it does look like the low is in for the day. They may try to chop us around here a little bit more off of this pivot. It's 517 area, but strong bounce so far. S&P 500 forming a possible bull flag or even a little bit of an inverse head and shoulders on SPY. It hasn't triggered, but there's a mini formation building here on SPY. So it's a possible inverse head and shoulders, smaller time frames. You haven't officially broke out yet, but you're coming up to this little neckline zone where it does look like it's going to break out here, guys. I'm going to look at SPY 772 calls, maybe. Let me just watch this here. SPY calls. Yeah, SPY calls look good, guys. I think we're going to pop out of that little inverse head and shoulders and head for that gap fill. So there could be some a little bit of a lotto. It's aggressive, it's risky. It's not what a lot of people think, de-risking into FOMC. But SPY gap fill, 772.60 area. Uh, might be an interesting lotto, guys. I think I'm gonna jump into it. I'm gonna look at a SPY 773 call. Lotto, guys, 18 cents. All right, I'm in SPY calls, guys. So again, SPY, little inverted head and shoulders trying to break out here. Nice push up on SPY, guys. She's rocking and rolling. SOXX is also trying to squeeze. I could just get this fucking SOXL position to. Well, yep. SPY. AVGO just fucked me today, man. Fuck. That's crazy. Oh, it better do something tomorrow. Come on, SPY. You can do it. You can do it if you really want. Yes, you can. Rip it. Nice push on SPY. Here we go. Break out here. Come on, baby. Make it, push it, push it. Nice push on SPY, guys. Here we go. Beautiful push. We are long and strong. Dollar still getting wrecked here. Nice push. All right, so what I'm looking for here, first trim is into that 10-minute EMA. I'll trim half my position raise stop. So Pierce of 771. I will look to trim, guys, my SPY calls. I'm going to raise stops on my SPY calls. Break even. Nice push. Really strong. Come on, give me that 771 Pierce. There it is, guys. We're up over 100%. All right, guys, I'm trimming half here. Boom. 36, 110% gain. Beautiful little trade there, guys. Stop at break even on SPY calls. Boom. Nicely done, guys. Nicely done. Raise those stops. We're pushing here. Still long the AVGO 370s. Those are cooking. Still long SOXL, full position. Nice squeeze, man. That's beautiful. Look at that fucking squeeze, baby. I'm still gonna hold this position with a break-even stop, but we did take 110% gain. Beautiful scalp there on those SPY calls. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. We're still coming into that pre-market high, which is around 771.80. Honestly, my target on stocks L would be to take out both of these pivots and enter the gap window. So I'm thinking, I mean, if you want to take some profits, I think today we could probably get back up to this trend line. So that would be around 133-ish, 132 and change. But ultimately, I'm pretty comfortable, I think, swinging SOX L overnight. Nice 2 down days, especially if we can maintain that low pivot. I'd really like to see that. But the area that I'm actually watching on the SOX chart, I'm looking for a recapture of the 20 days. So that's 527, so it's about $4 higher. And then ideally, a reversal back above that volume surge 534.30 area would be the ultimate. All right, SPY is coming. My next trim spot, guys, would be a pierce of pre-market high. Pierce of pre-market high. AVGO is trying to firm up. Here we go. Come on. Give me higher, baby. A little bit of rejection there. Sell program on SPY. Still acting well though, but hitting a little bit of a 10-minute EMA resistance. That's naturally a decent resistance level intraday. Nothing wrong with SPY. Still looking bullish, guys. Looking at our SOX position here. Still trying to grind higher. Acting well. I'm still down slightly on my SOXL and Broadcom, but I have a couple days on these Broadcom calls, so I think we can easily get back to 370. Could probably get there today. I feel like SOXL is going to have a really strong reversal. It's almost setting up a an inverted head and shoulders here. I think that's what we're setting up on SOX. You've got the left shoulder built out here, yesterday's price action. Today with the gap and crack, you're now got a nice little defined head. A push up higher into this 530 area, 534 maybe, would possibly see us build a neckline, small pullback, right shoulder. So I think we're building a nice little pattern here on semis. S&P 500 still looks like it wants to go higher, guys. It's working itself to that gap. You have triggered an inverse head and shoulders that should take you higher. We'll see if they want to burn any sort of premium up here, though. Interesting area for Intel. It's a buy zone, filling its gap. Intel hitting a bit of a buy zone. Man, look at healthcare. XLV, just a whopping move. What's this Moderna doing? Aw, Moderna's pulling back. Come on, Moderna. Come on, SPY. Pop it through that area. Pop it through that area. Let's go take our 773 calls. Again, guys, I've trimmed half of my SPY calls, so for me the trade is risk-free. I just have a break-even stop loss at 17 cents, but I do think we can go higher. Still holding AVGO calls for end of the week and SOXL full position. Wow, certain software names are pumping. ServiceNow, CRM, GoDaddy, all ripping to the top side. Sheesh. Lots of green out there today. Does look like we're gonna go higher. Come on, SPY. Give us a quick move. Decent rejection on SPY. Still struggling to get through that 10-minute EMA. Come on, Broadcom. Save my ass. SPY possibly looks like it's retesting the opening range. Yeah, let's take a peek at that OR level. Yeah, so you're definitely right. We're back testing opening range high here. So far it is being defended. I still like SPY for more upside. I'm still sitting in these SPY calls, SOXL, AVGO, so I think SPY has a strong chance at actually heading to the gap today. I think that's a pretty easy target, very reasonable in my mind. Um, Considering the fact that they tried gap and cracking SPY through the sell side pressure in semis, it's pretty remarkable how strong the market is today. So I'm still long SPY 773 calls, trimmed half. I'm still long AVGO 370 calls, SOX L full share position. I think that the market is tactically bullish here. You might do a little bit more chop and slop. Obviously, if you lose your opening range high on a closing, say 5 or 10-minute candle basis, then you got to rethink the SPY calls. But as long as we stay above that opening range high, yeah, we've triggered a nice little bullish formation here. That's the main reason we went long. Broke out of this inverted head and shoulders on the 1 and 2-minute time frame. And it's looking good. It's paid us already. It's paid us quite well. Technically, this was the neckline I was watching. So we got the back test there, a bit of a breakout. Nice bounce on RIVN today, RIVN. Bitcoin too, that's trying to push. AMD still weak, Ouster weak. Boom, look at SPY Ripper. She ripping pre-market high incoming. Come on. Pre-market high is very close, about 50 cents away. She ripping. Go, 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 SPY. New high a day, baby. Let's go. Calls are printing, guys. Calls are printing. Fucking look at the volume coming into the 773 SPY calls. Fucking massive. Massive. 104,000. chasing it higher, higher. Here comes Broadcom. Man, my entry on Broadcom was so shit. And they're probably still gonna make money on it. Oh shit. What was that pop? What was that pop? Pop it and drop it. Squeeze us. Squeeze us. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. My SPY program once again hitting the tape, guys. SPY new high of day. Our calls are ripping. Amazing trade, guys. Amazing trade. Here comes the next trim. Pre-market high Pierce for me, guys. Pre-market high Pierce. Tranche share of SPY calls. I just trimmed at 44 cents. Beautiful, guys. 160% gain. I repeat, 160% gain on SPY calls. Beautiful job. Beauty, beauty, beauty. Nice job if you caught that with us. Still remain long SOXX. So I only have 25% of my SPY calls left. Roughly 6 contracts left. I am all out of the majority of the position. I'm gonna let the rest ride, guys. My next trim would be 773 on the SPY calls. I would sell the rest of them once we get in the money, or if we get in the money. Nice squeeze. What a fucking squeeze, baby. Beautiful. We're up over 200%, guys. If you're wanting to trim now, I have no issues with that. Up over 200%, guys. We ripping. Come on, squeeze it to the gap. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. All right, guys, I'm gonna sell them here all out of SPY calls. Boom, 60 cents. All out of SPY calls, guys. So it locked in 255% gain on SPY calls. Beautiful. Beautiful job if you caught that with us, guys. Great stuff. Now I can sit through these Broadcom fucking disaster calls a little bit more. But what a nice trade, guys. What a move on SPY. That's wild. Look at SPY rocking and rolling. Sheesh. What a beast. What a beast. Gap fill. Sorry to hear that. What did you trade there, YS? SPY still looking like it wants to possibly press a little bit higher, but running into a little bit of resistance up here. Very close to its gap. You would favor it to get there. These fucking semis are still doo-doo. Fuck you, Broadcom. Ah, Broadcom fucking sucks, man. So SPY backtesting pre-market high still looks like it wants to go for the gap, but you're going to need semiconductors to do some sort of heavy lifting here, or at least participate in this rally for SPY to kind of keep moving higher here. But you got a lot of strength out there, guys, across clean energy, solar. Look at the Russell. The Russell's still up 1%. You got software pushing now. You got healthcare super strong. So the tape remains quite firm, bullish, and you would favor the SOXX to catch a bounce. Certainly, we saw SOXX weak yesterday in the morning, and it did end up firming up slightly into the end of the day. So I'm expecting maybe some sort of similar price action for these semiconductors. So we'll see what happens here. There's still a chance that we can go obviously a little bit lower. I did have around 513 priced as the low. That's a symmetrical move. Um, but we'll see. This prior day low, big spot. Crude oil, though, is trying to firm up, guys, so that might be a bit of a problem. That might be a problem. We'll stay on for a few more minutes, guys. See what else happens here in the tape. But crude oil is trying to push up here. Big reversal on WTI crude. Had strong price action over the last couple hours. Damn. Trying to push into that gap fill around 86 and a half. Huh. I'm gonna go pretty dry here. Um, Not too much going on. Still remaining bullish. Semis are trying to grind slightly, but still need to get through this prior day low on SOXX for price action to really firm up. But yeah, the market's just dying down here. So I will see you all a little bit later.